Yes, Karibuni family. This is the African Diary Show today with me, your host, Kate Ndongo. And I can see you're already tuned in. I can see Augustine Nesta, anasema Nicolette, Mama Good Vibes. You're welcome. Jay Carrier, tumewasili. Karibu sana, Jay. How are you doing? And I hope you're fine. This is the African Diary Show. In case you're new here, because I'm seeing new faces on the show, this is the African Diary, where we get to discuss matters concerning Africans and the problems they encounter in their day-to-day lives. And today we shall be talking about the uncertainty that is going on in the streets of Khartoum or in the streets of Sudan, because we've seen there was an attempted coup. And there are chaos going on in the streets of Khartoum. So we shall be talking about that and more of that. So keep it Black Hot Fire. And this is the African Diary Show once more with me, your host, Kate Ndongo. Let's continue with the music. Then we shall be back. Mm-hmm. Just Kata shida kata 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 usiogope kata shida kata 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 usiogope. Yes, leo ni dunda na kesho ni dunda. That is Mrs. Nova. And kesho ni dunda. Tomorrow is on a Friday. Wow. So kesho ni dunda. And I hope your day is going well. I hope your Thursday is going well and smoothly. And it's running as planned. And today we get to remind ourselves of the story of something we used to do in the past that we don't do now. So, guys, you can tell me your story under the comment section. You can also shoot us a DM on Instagram, on our Instagram page at Black Hot Fire Network. We also have a Twitter account. You can you can also send us a message on Twitter at Black Hot Fire Network, and also under the comment section, you can tell me what did you do in the past that you can't do right now. So you can tell me what about those things, and yeah, keep it Black Hot Fire. And you feel much welcoming. For the new members, you're very welcome. And for the rest of the family, I can see nobody is awake, but I hope you'll get or you'll catch me up later or in the next few hours. And today I have some motivational quotes for you, as I always do. Robert Williams, you're welcome, and one love to you. So I was saying today I have some motivational quotes for you, as I always do, as it is our culture here in the African Diary Show. We start with positivity and some positive vibes. So I have this quote that says, never get upset, always get up and set yourself. So never get upset, always get up and set yourself. Sometimes you might get upset. It's not bad to get upset. It is not bad to get upset, because sometimes we go through ups and downs. We come maybe when we are starting our days, we've just like me here, I travel via this public transport, and you know how rude the Kenyan touts are sorry, and you know how Kenyan touts are rude. But you have to overcome that, and because tomorrow you'll still use the same matatu, you don't have an option. So you get upset, but then you don't have to be upset for the whole of the day. You just say maybe you are upset for some few hours. You say, okay, it's fine. and then you forget about it. So never get upset. Always set up and set yourself. I also have another quote that says, sorry, be a game changer. The world is already full of prayers. Be a game changer. The world is already full of players. And this is a nice quote. It is a positive one. And yeah, it has some good content in it, because yeah, it is true. The world has already many players, so many players. So change the game. Be the person to change the game, and be the person to make a change. So always try and come and see things that you can things that can help you in life. Don't see the bad things. Always see the positive things you can do to make yourself better, or to better your life. Be that good person to people. Be that good person to everyone who is in need. But don't let people take advantage of you because of your kindness. It is good to be kind, but sometimes take care of how you're being kind. It is people will always take advantage of you, because they see this person is too good, is too soft, is kind hearted. Yeah, we know how people are. So don't be don't let any person or anybody take advantage of your kindness, or take advantage of you. Be a game changer, and because the world has so many players. General Mosquito, you're saying, and don't be a player hater. Yeah, don't be a player hater. Be a game changer. We're not even encouraging people here to be players. I just want to tell everybody, be a game changer. Don't be a player. Amani, General Mosquito, I hope you're good. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your Thursday is good. I feel excited because tomorrow is on a Friday. We are approaching the weekend. Kesho ni Dunda. I was just playing that song. Leo ni Dunda, Kesho ni Dunda. Here in Kenya, we start our weekend vibes on Thursday. And today being on a Thursday, I love reminding myself things I used to do in the past that I don't do now, because maybe I'm grown, and my age is going up. So family, you can also tell me what are things you used to do in the past that you can't do now. Feel free to interact with me on the comment section. I said you can shoot us a DM on our Instagram page. We have the African Diary page, African Diary 2021. Yeah, it is on Instagram. You can shoot us a DM. I'll read that, and I'll be na kesho ni Dunda. Siogope kudunda. Yes, welcome back, family. That was Dunda. That song is creating the vibe for the weekend. Leo ni Dunda, kesho ni Dunda. And General Mosquito is saying, say hi to into Shanjobi. General Mosquito, please. But Joby is right here with me, so she can say hi to you. if you want to. And I heard you say the General Mosquito missed your show. That's why he's probably making fun of your English. But anyway, let's get back to the matters of the day. And I said that we shall be talking about the uncertainty in Khartoum. Yeah, and I was I was reading my motivational quotes. I hope General Mosquito you had them. You keep making fun of my motivational quotes every day. So I hope today you had them. And yeah. So I was talking about uncertainty that prevails on the streets of Khartoum, and uncertainty is back on the streets of Sudan's capital, Khartoum, in the aftermath of Monday's military coup. Many residents erected barricades, sorry, as the army continued to patrol the streets chasing demonstrators. And the prominent General Buhan's decision stole the revolution and stole the blood of the martyrs, and the people who were martyred in the general command. That was on that June 2019. This is the all the planning of the Popular Congress, Islamic Party loyal to the Bashir regime, to circumvent the revolution, claimed Sudanese resident Mohammed. And in the response to the latest developments, many businesses remained shut for a third day in a row, and there are reports of at least 6 dead amongst the civilian population. Other citizens are critically or are critical of the civilian government and urge patience. What does the civilian government provide? Citizens are provided with living treatment, schools, hospitals. Many hospitals are closed. And I have a patient whom I have not been able to take to the hospital for 4 days. This is one of the Khartoum livers, like the state. Okay, the one of the civilian talking. So he's saying, I have a patient who I have not been able to take to the hospital for 4 days, and also in the same time, it is not right for people to do this, closing the streets, and they must be patient, said another Sudanese citizen, Omar Hussein. The general behind the coup, Abdel Fattah Burhan, promised to hold elections in 2023, but many critics doubt his intentions. Yeah, we've seen how Sudan is in chaos. This has been happening for the longest time now. It has been happening for some months, and it is very sad for them. Yeah, the attempted coup has been happening for the longest time, we know, and they're saying that people are dying. People are dying because you can't live in a state that has no peace. You can't live harmoniously in a state that there is not even peace. You can't go out to get something to eat. You can't go out to get something to drink. So people are even dying because they are sick in their homes. They can't go out there to get treatment because these people protesting are also attacking the hospitals. So there's no peace in the country. But I hope that soon there will be peace in Sudan. But meanwhile, in Sudan also, World Bank suspends aid after military takeover. So the military took over, and now World Bank has suspended Sudan from the organization, and the World Bank has suspended its aid to Sudan after the military after the military there staged a coup against the civilian government, and political leaders were arrested on Monday, sparking nationwide protest and international condemnation. The African Union, that is the AU, has also suspended Sudan from the bloc over the unconstitutional seizure of power. The US has frozen $700 million in aid, and Sudan's civilian and military leaders had been in a fragile power sharing agreement for the past 2 years. The Sudan cut to aid is likely to have dire consequences of Sudan's battered economy, and at a time when it was just starting to get back on its sorry, I'm lost. On it was just starting to get on its feet. Yes, hey Samuel, how are you today? I hope you're fine. I can see you joined me today on the show. Yesterday I was very curious. Why weren't you on the show? But welcome, and maybe I can share the link with you. I thought you said the there was something you were talking about with kid, and I had you say that you're going to teach me. I'm not sure what was that, but I'm very eager to learn what okay, I'm doing it right now. And family, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, I was talking about the uh, Sudan's skills, and what is really happening in Sudan. Mm-hmm. Teach your patwa. What's patwa? I'm not even aware of patwa, and someone is saying it's easy. We already share some words. Okay, I'm ready to learn what patwa is, and I hope kid will join me maybe in the next few minutes, because I want to learn what you are talking about, because I'm not aware of those things, and okay, it's Jamaican Creole. Okay, and I was talking about how Sudan kills have continued, and this has resulted to being suspended after the military takeover. The military has already taken over. At least maybe we might find peace. You know, these coups are happening because the Africans are starting to wake up, because if you see the military trying to take over the government, it's because it knows about the things behind the government, and they know how the government are taking the country, or they know how the government are being corrupt, and yeah, and I can say General Mosquito is saying someone gonna teach us how to kill Jesus. Roast and eat the roasters. No, someone must not teach us how to kill. Welcome, Samuel. How are you doing, Samuel? Okay, and let's continue. Maybe someone has muted his mic. The World Bank and AU moves put further pressure on the coup's leader, General Abdel Fattah, to reinstate the civilian government. General Bahan was in charge of the power sharing agreement, and has said the coup was needed to avoid the chaos. Samuel, hey Samuel. Okay, Samuel is still not there. But so I was talking about the matters of the chaos in Somalia. Where did Somalia come from? I was talking about the matters of chaos in Sudan. Yeah, and I was saying that the Africans are starting to wake up. this is Sudan. Maybe the next military coup will be here in Kenya. We never know. Or maybe the next coup will be here in Nigeria. Uh, these African countries, and I'm happy that Africans are waking up, because this government is taking us nowhere. Like the Kenyatta's government, we already know how corrupt it is. We talked about how the Samuel, you're back. Maybe Samuel has the problem with his internet. So I was saying that we already know how Kenyatta's government is corrupt. We saw the press went on mute about the Pandora Papers. They couldn't address it because they are working for the government. So we already know how this state works. So I'm happy that Africans are waking up and trying to fight for their rights. I was saying that maybe the next coup will be here in Kenya, maybe in Tanzania. We never know. Ethiopia, Somalia. But I can't wait to see the the Africans waking up fully, and I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Okay, Samuel, I'm resending the link right now. Yeah, there. And we shall get back to the music for some time, then we will be back. Ooh, my song. Crazy talking and easy sometimes, but the talking I gave her my life, and I promised that she'd be my wife. When I get some snacks, she's already over. Yeah. You could tweet it on my Facebook, like any else on my books. Yeah. I'm ready to get down for it. I'm ready to keep going with it. I'm ready to see what we need. I'm just a little kissy. She brings to life all my fantasy. Never seen a love story. We know I can. Now we only report a queen to life all my fantasies. Never seen a love story. We know I can. Now we only report a queen. She's an utter chocolates, yeah. She's the daughter of a Wonder Woman, yeah. I'm letting down what really Superwoman. And I need someone, cause she's the one. I'm gonna get to classics. She's a radio fancy. You can tweet it on my Facebook. I can hear someone say, yeah. I'm ready to get down for it. I'm ready to see what we need. She's the low kissy. She brings to life all my fantasies. Never seen a love so real. And we know I can. Now we only reply to queen to life all my fantasies. Never seen a love story. And we know I can. Now we only reply to queen.
Amefanya mafisi machizi porini na nimo wariji tano zake mina like moto moto na kiki smile and a between the teeth body sweetie sweetie baby girl you're shooting star I'm
And
a
the
fantasy
fantasy, the rhapsody. Okay, yeah, 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 me know what kiki. Rhapsody. Okay. Yes, General Mosquito. I love this song very much. And someone is saying Google won't let me be. I can't log in. It's fine. And General Mosquito, I don't know why you're laughing at Samuel. Why you can't join on the show? You can't uh, speak on the show. Your courage does not. You don't have courage to come and talk on the show. Then you're laughing at. Hey, kid.
Hey, I don't even know what's going on. General Mosquito missed the last show. Joby was
Yeah,
looking
General
for him.
Mosquito. He was
So he's
probably
okay.
asleep.
Yeah, no, it's not as early over in the UK as it is over in America. So he's probably coming from work or something,
Mhm.
Katie. What are
Yeah,
you guys talking about? You guys laughing? What is General Mosquito
I
talking
was
about?
talking. General Mosquito was laughing at Samuel because he couldn't join the show. Like he can't log in
Okay.
on the show. Then I'm telling him he even doesn't have courage to join us. The last time he joined, he couldn't stay for even 10 minutes. Then he's there
Yeah, I
laughing at.
think. Yeah. I think General Mosquito's shy. I think he's shy.
Uh,
I think he's shy, Katie.
Mhm. Yeah, and I was talking about the chaos in Sudan, and we've seen that Sudan has been suspended by the UN from the has been suspended because of the military taking over the government. And yeah, we were already done with that story. So I was saying, you were saying that you wanted to teach me about something. I'm waiting and eagerly to learn
Oh,
about.
Well, we're going to talk about the powers of melanin. And so,
Uh-huh.
since me and Joey were talking about that, there's something about knowing who you are as African people. You've been
Mm-hmm.
taught to hate your melanin, your beautiful black skin, your beautiful, gorgeous. Good. Black skin is beautiful, God damn it. That's why black women are so damn beautiful because their skins glow. They have a glow to it. Also, the melanin that sits inside your brain. And so I know Spikes has been looking at this a lot and understanding, the power of melanin. It's not that
Mm-hmm.
that you're just black. As I told you when you looked at melanin, that it synthesizes light. It's the only molecule, Katie, that can be in two places at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That means that you're interdimensional. That's not my opinion. It's science. It means you can be in two places, Katie, at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. Boom! It blew your mind. That means you can be in two places at one time, Katie. I know it's hard to understand. That's what that means. So, F you, do me a favor, go to YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and pull up pull up Dr. Layla Africa talks about
Dr.
melanin.
Le- Dr.
Layla
Leila. Okay.
Africa. Dr. Layla Africa. So Layla,
Okay.
how do we spell Layla's name? Is it
L E
Liela?
Leila.
Is that how you spell it? Okay, I didn't know. I can't always forget. In Africa. Dr. Layla Africa describes describes melanin, or I should have sent it to you. got the title. But should be a bunch of them pop up. Anything pop up?
Anything?
Has anything popped up on YouTube?
Okay.
Say Dr. Layla Africa talks about melanin. Melanin. L-M-E-L.
Kids, I can spell Melanie.
Okay, melanin, male.
You're talking about Lila. I thought you're
Yeah.
talking about Layla, the female
Lila,
name.
Lila, that is a female and a male name. Lila Africa. Doctor,
Lila.
I say Doctor Lila Africa.
Yeah, I have it. Let me share my screen.
You make it sound more professional, Katie. Dr. Lila Africa. Here we go. Okay.
Dr. Stevenson, thank you and welcome once again. These enlightening talks.
Not that one. No, I want to see him. Not the one where he's sitting down talking. That should be some more. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see the one I want, because I'll send it to you. I mean, he's doing a discussion, teaching somebody right there, but that's not the one I want. I want the one where he's up lecturing about it. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Give me a second so I can find it.
Associated with the color of your skin. However, this pigment.
Oh, you found it. Oh, you found it on your own, Katie. Good job. Okay.
It's that one.
Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, that's one of them. That's one of the good ones. Yeah, so let's listen to that one.
Okay.
And it's basically the chemical key to life. It's called a civilizing chemical because it regulates all the rhythms of your body. When your eyebrows should grow, when you should become a man, puberty, when you should become a woman. What time your liver should be fed, what time your heart should be fed. It regulates all the rhythmicity of your system. It's a synchronizing chemical, better known as a civilizing chemical.
Right. Well,
it's how we classify races based upon the pigment that they have.
The melanin.
We're classified on the highest on the racial scale by the Europeans themselves. Everyone else has a degree of melanin, and the Europeans classify themselves as having the least amount of melanin of any race. This causes them to have more ammonia in their system.
More sulfur.
Exactly. The only time you smell it is when their hair gets wet. You're smelling the ammonia and sulfur.
Pause it. That's why, pause it for me. That's why when you smell white people, they stink. And you don't even know that. South of Dr. Layla Africa tell you smell the sulfur. Sulfur makes things smell rotten. So when white people get around you, why they stink? They smell rotten because of the lack of melanin and their genetics. Why they stink. You think if Jesus was real and you ever got around him, Jesus would stink. And was a white Jesus, he would smell bad. He would smell like rotten meat.
I didn't know why people stink.
Yeah, they would stink because you got the non-melanated, so that means they have more sulfur. The more sulfur, there's more sulfur in their body, Katie. So sulfur makes things stink, make things smell rotten. So when I had a lady call me years ago asking about why her husband, she married a white man, keep like my husband stinks. I said, sister, because it's a different genetics. He stinks because he's a white man. He has sulfur. You being black, your makeup is selenium. But he even stinks when he comes out the shower, Keith. I said, that's the animal genetics. I said, what do you do about it, sister? I give him cocoa butter. I put cocoa butter on him. Oh, he don't know that you think he stinks? No, I did. Go ahead, Katie. Say what now?
Rotten. And they have more salt in their body than you do. and they have the least amount of peripheral circulation, which is circulation to your skin, than you do. The problem with ammonia is that if you put it in like a sub-degree temperature, it will boil. You put it in a hot oven around 300 degrees Fahrenheit or so, it will freeze. It's a very tricky chemical. And that's why you walk into a room and it's very cold and white people are comfortable. Because the ammonia is making them feel warm.
They feel warm, exactly. You walk in a cold room, white people there with shorts and t-shirts on. It's cold as shit. But they got pneumonia in their bodies, makes them feel warm.
Completely different from you.
Yes.
So the melanin chemical is high in your ears, which causes you to absorb more sound in a sound.
That's why you can hear more sound, why you make the best music. Melanin in your ears.
No race can do that except you.
A race can do that, but you black people.
The brown part of your eyes called an iris, named after the god Isis. So it causes you to absorb more color when you see a color. You're the only one can see the true color of a color. Everyone else is seeing pale.
You're the only race that can see an apple that's red, a pear that's green, a green leaf. Everybody can't see like you. White people are kind of colorblind, Asian kind of colorblind. You're the only people, because you're melanated, can see the world the way it actually looks like.
Oh.
Yeah, how about that, Katie? How about that?
I'm learning, I'm digesting.
You better not tell nobody. Shut up, girl. What are you talking about? The white man is our superior.
See the world differently. You hear the world differently. Melanin is high in your taste buds, which causes you to taste the full flavor.
That's why all that, Katie. That's why African people cook the best, because you taste the full flavor of food, because your tongue is melanated. White people can't taste the full flavor. Asians can't taste the full flavor. Indian people can't taste the full flavor like you can. That's why you're the best cooks. Go ahead, play. Yes, Katie. Yes.
With less energy. We call it conversion reaction. It takes less energy for you to get energy from the food. Europeans have to have worms, parasites, and other dead things in their body to help them metabolize food, but that's good for them. Just what you keep in mind, parasites away.
What Dr. Africans tell you, that's why we're not supposed to eat the diet. They gotta have worms and parasites in their body. White people have parasites and worms and shit to help them digest what they eat. Africans, we're not supposed to have parasites and worms and shit in our bodies. Because we're completely different. But go ahead and play. That's why we're lactose intolerant.
And it's high in your brain, which causes you to store more information in your brain. We call it.
That's right. You're smarter. You store more information. You're smarter, like I told you.
What we call synthetic oxytocin given to women when they're pregnant, trying to induce labor, which causes the child to have blocked ancestral memory. Can't connect to their past too well. They don't hit on their black stuff. So you have this melanin in your body, and it's primarily secreted, made in your intestines, made in all parts of your body, like blood cells are made in all parts of your body. It's primarily secreted by a gland called the pineal gland.
Pineal gland, the seat of the soul, the God organ, the seat of the soul, where God is putting this melanin throughout your body. Because you're connected to the all, the real, not the fake white Jesus. The real God, the real creator of the universe, connects you to the pineal gland, back to the seat of the soul. Go ahead, Katie.
And a water-filled space called the third ventricle. And inside of this ventricle, this water-filled space in your center of your brain is the pineal gland. It's about the size of a pea a green pea, and it's shaped like a pine cone, thus the name pineal gland. It, of course, it spins like the planets do. It has rotations, which were originally set in motion by
Let me pause that again, Katie. And what white people would do, they would kill you and snatch out your pineal gland and eat it because they thought that's the way they could get melanin. This is how wicked they used to be. They used to kill you, they would eat that gland, thinking it would give them the power of African people, that would make them get melanin. It's a lot of wicked shit, boy. They would kill African children, snatch out that pineal gland and eat it. Go ahead, Katie.
Causes a lateral and horizontal quiver reaction in the pineal gland that causes the child to be bonded to you in a special
Bonded to
way,
his mother.
to a parent that adopts them. This is the pineal gland. The problem with the pineal gland is most of the information is controlled by the military.
Yeah, controlled by white people, because they know it's how you get to God.
Mm-hmm.
They know this through certain African papers of thousands of years ago. And so the military's been using it, but damn, this nigga's a goddamn God. Nigga's close to God, but shit, how can we use it? Because the black person's a moron now, so how do we use it for military purposes? go ahead, Katie.
Called computer chips today. The computer chips crystallize as similar to the melanin. All we know is that if you want to create a drug, you have to destroy, speed up, or slow down.
And destroy the spirit of melanin.
There's a chemist who founded a chemical company called Eli Lilly that makes Prozac and other drugs. He said a drug that doesn't work on melanin is not a drug.
Not a drug.
And that's how we measure whether a drug is effective or not. We call it the half-life, how long it takes the drug to spike its highest level of action. So we measure drugs' action by how well it slows down or speeds up or destroys melanin. The primary reason why we don't know anything about melanin is because no one black has ever been invited to the melanin.
Exactly. They study you, but you're not invited, Negroes, because we know you're closer to God. We give you the Jesus shit. You're not supposed to know what melanin does. You niggas be leaving lies and nonsense.
Updated information.
You're not to know.
That's how you control behaviors. That's what you call the nucleus of the cell. Every cell has a brain, and the brain of the cells in your body is melanin. So to study melanin is to study biology. But they never mention the word melanin in a biology class because they don't want to get you aware of what's really going on. Then we study melanin particles called electrons and protons.
Protons and electrons.
We start calling that chemi after the word chemet.
Chemet.
You study melanin
Egypt,
particles,
chemistry. It's
never
named that.
say-
They're gonna tell you chemistry is named after you black people because you came from Kemet, which is now Egypt, and you got imposters there. Study of chemistry is the study of black people. Study of melanin. Good. Good, Katie.
Wise to the game. And those are the only thing there is to study is you on this planet.
That's right. Only thing to study is you on this planet. Because you're the closest thing to God, you African moron.
Force fields, as people like to say today. It causes energy to spin to the left and to the right, which we call DL and L phenylalanine and L glutamine. We give it the names based on spinning. We do that a lot in chemistry. We name things after how it spins, or we name things after the color, riboflavins, rufins, phytoflavonoids. We give things names by color. We give things names by numbers, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3. And we give things numbers by Latin names. Omega, beta, omega-3, those are Latin names. Then we give substances. All we do is rename the same thing, but switch the way in which we name it. One time we name it by letters, the next time we name it by colors, the next time we name it by numbers, and then you sit there totally behooved at what's going on, and all we do is talk about you, black. But the idea is that
all they're talking about is black.
To some way manipulate your melanin. As I mentioned before, a lot of the research is done by the military because they need to know this. This is how you cause people to be dysfunctional. This is how you cause people to be functional. It's by your ability to manipulate and control melanin.
Control melanin.
Now, there's some black people who don't think they're black because they're not as black as someone from Somalia.
Yeah, it's the melanin inside. It's not the melanin on your skin.
Melanin inside of the body that we measure.
Exactly. It's inside the body, in the brain.
It's the melanin inside of his body that we measure. Because you can eat some coconuts that just as white as something, and you know what I'm saying. So we measure the melanin inside of the body, not the skin melanin, because this can change. Melanin is a very adaptive kind of chemical. That's why the people that can endure the most cold weather in the world are Eskimos, and they are colored people. They are not white, because the melanin has adaptive ability, what you call evolution. We don't want you to know that all it is we're talking about is adaptation, which is caused by melanin. So we say evolution. We're naming the behavior of melanin, so you won't know that that's what we're talking about. You say free radicals and antioxidants, and give it all these names. All we're talking about is how melanin reacts and acts on a chemical. But the objective of science is never to use the word melanin. Never.
Exactly. Never use the word melanin so the African will stay moronic and stupid and not understanding who he actually is. The studying of you, you got no clue. So when I come tell you that you're closer to God, you're like, Keith, you're crazy. Keith, I've never heard these things before. Because you haven't been taught the truth. That's why. But go ahead, Katie.
In your body, such as reproduction, is mostly mediated by melanin. It's the ability of the sperm to transport a black dot, and that black dot is melanin. And once that black dot strikes the egg, electrical spark goes off very high and causes a spin inside of the egg, so the egg and the sperm can be on the same frequency. But we don't want to tell you those things, not in science. We don't tell you that lightning starts from the earth and goes up. You think lightning comes from the sky. All the metals on the earth. Metal conducts electricity. Electricity starts from the earth and goes up to the sky. And when you see it meeting its male or female component, a spark goes off of harmony. And you say, oh, the lightning strikes us.
Exactly. You got to mix feminine energy with masculine energy causes the light. Boom! That's why you can't be faggots and transgender, all this wacky shit white people do. I'm a transgender, intersectionality and all this weirdo shit. It's against nature, against the all. You tell me the all is wrong and nature is wrong. I'm intersectional. No, you're a moron and you're a freak. That's what you are. That's what you are. And I'm going to treat you as such. White people not going to come and change the names. Tell me you're intersectional, you're this. No, you're fucked up in the head and you need some help. But I'm not going to accept the weirdo shit because you're not going to tell me that the all is wrong and you're right. That's why all these goofy churches are now accepting all this shit. Because the church is not God. Jesus is not God, but except that's their culture. All this transgender, intersexual has nothing to do with nature. If you don't see it in nature, you know it's a lie. Nature is from the all, the real creator. If you don't see a bunch of goddamn lions and monkeys and elephants saying, you know, I want to be I was born a male elephant, but I believe I was a girl elephant. Make me a girl elephant. I'm I'm a girl tiger. I want to be a boy tiger. All this kind of stupid shit. No. But go ahead and play it.
But we're educated backwards, so we can't understand the process of
Exactly.
this.
We're educated backwards.
Nobody wants an intelligent black person. That's a dangerous black person.
Right. They don't want you intelligent.
Stupid as possible. And practice being stupid on each other. Some people call it love. It's just two morons together.
Just two morons.
So we're trying to understand what is this biochemical thing called melanin, why are people talking about it, and all that sort of rush. But we're talking about it because that's the only thing in your body worth studying. That's the only way a chemical acts. That's the only way a vitamin or mineral acts. It's called melanin. That's what harmonizes them together. That's why we study elements. Elements in science are called oxygen, nitrogen, ammonia, calcium, magnesium, potassium, mercury. We call those elements. And these elements are unified and dispersed by something called melanin. We have three major behaviors that a substance such as melanin or yourself, because you're a collection of elements, oxygen, calcium, magnesium. So it's three major behaviors you can have. You can either join together in harmony, which we call synthesis, synchronized harmony. You can join together in harmony, which we call synthesis. Or you can join together and decompose each other, which we call decomposition. What are those two behaviors I just named? Can anybody repeat that? I don't hear you. They're listening. And the third behavior, of course, is displacement, which means if I don't like you and I come in the room, you stay in that place, and I'm going to stay in this place. That's displacement. Those are the three behaviors that an element can have. And those behaviors are given birth by something called melanin. Melanin comes in various forms. It comes in a gas form, a liquid form, and a solid form. The only form we're talking about in European chemistry is the solid form, because we only deal with things we can measure and weigh, which we call objective measurements. We deal with objects. Subjective measurements we don't deal with, because that's something you gotta feel. You gotta feel this is all right. You gotta feel that this person is okay. That's a melanin thing, because the more melanin you have, the more psychic you are.
Exactly. Pause that. The more melanin you have, the more psychic you are, African people. That's your nature. It has nothing to do with any voodoo, any witchcraft. God made you psychic, you moron. Your melanin because the pineal gland comes from the all. The all wanted you to be able to see things that you could not see with your physical eyes. He wanted you to be able to go into other dimensions when your vibration gets higher. That's why you're melanated. That's not nothing to do, and this is science. Science, not nothing to do. You look at that, oh, it's witchcraft. I don't know, I'm stupid, it's a witchcraft. That's what God gave you, dummy. You are psychic naturally, especially if you're a black woman. If you're a black woman and you're cultivating your melanin, you are psychic naturally. These are your gifts from God, not no fucking witchcraft. Go ahead and play it, Katie.
The more melanin you have, the more intelligent you are. The more melanin you have, the more human you are.
That's right. The more human. That's why I told you white people were created, Joby. They're not human. Mm-hmm. You must be melanated to be human. Go ahead and play it, Katie.
The people with the least amount of melanin are the Europeans, the Caucasians, the white people, the melanin challenged people. They have the least amount by their definition. Now let's just take this melanin journey. I told you it's carried by the sperm, and and it unites with the egg and causes two different spins to occur. We're just going to follow this melanin through its whole journey in life to find out how our journey is going to be dictated. But we don't want to tell you we're following melanin part because we're going to call it DNA, which is a string of melanin wrapped around some sugar called ribose. See, we're not going to tell you, we're never going to tell you we're studying melanin. So we have these two strings of melanin, like you had banisters on us walking up a step. You see, one banister is melanin, and the other banister is melanin. They're united by a protein, which you call your genetic code. And the protein is the stairs that unite both sides together. And we call that whole string with the steps DNA. And this DNA is dancing.
It's called genetic code, exactly right. But, hold on, Dr. Africa, pause that. But African people, did you know? In this thing called genetic coding, you have 9 strands of genetic coding while everybody else only has 6. The European only has 6. The Chinese, Asian only have 6. And the damn Indian only has 6. What'd you say, Katie? Go ahead. What'd you say?
Probably most Africans don't know about this because
no, they don't know. They don't know none of this, Katie. This is ancient African science, Katie. Ancient African. Your ancient African ancestors were geniuses. You're not no more. The Africans are morons. But this is African science that Dr. Africa is giving you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to watch the whole of this video to the end by myself because the time is not on our side. I must be winding up in the next few minutes.
Yeah. You go ahead and finish your damn, it's been 50 minutes. I joined really late, didn't I? Damn. Yeah, well, understand what Dr. Africa is letting you know what the power of melanin really is. This is your God genetics. That's why no God could have been white. See, when you knew chemistry and biology and know actually how the universe works, and then history, you know no white man could ever been God. But since you don't know this no more, African, you run around worshiping some cracker who ain't never lived. You understand what melanin is? African people, African woman, you are naturally when you're in your right mind, not when you're in the church screaming hard about some made-up cracker. When you're in your right mind, you are naturally psychic. These are your gifts from the all. You're supposed to be psychic. These are your gifts given to you by the all. You're supposed to be able to know what's happening, what's going on in the future before it happens. As Joby was saying, that's called your intuition, Joby. When you were saying that, that's your intuition, Joby.
I thought you were still making fun of the word earlier.
Yeah, she was trying to say intuition. But Dr. Africa just told her she's supposed to be intuitive. That's her nature given to by the all. She's supposed to be intuitive. Intuition.
Yeah, intuition. And family, we are almost coming to the end of our show for today. Thank you for all those who joined us. We had some new members today. This was a group of my friends. Nesta, also Jay Carrier. Who was the other one? Thank you to everyone who joined us today. And
Katie said, dang y'all names. Lester, just thank you to everybody.
Yeah, thank you to everyone.
I got late. I didn't know Katie was even live. I came in real late. Dang. I'm gonna go back and check the replay.
You came late, and the way I was eager to learn. But I'll watch the video till the end when I'm free, and I'll learn things.
When you're free, you can look at it. You might not understand a lot of it, so just understand. Your blackness is your gift. You got morons out here skin bleaching. I hate being black. I might tell it. You moron, the all is black, stupid. The creator of everything is black. It's black. That's the natural color of the universe. That's why when you look in space, it's black. It's not white. It's black at night. You got it?
Yeah, and what is this Derek Askew talking about? Free Brother Sozon and Mumia Abu Jamal.
He said, what now? What was he saying? What was he saying, Katie?
Free Brother Sozon and Mumia Abu Jamal.
I think those are African dissidents, Katie, that are locked up.
That's right. Okay, thank you everyone who joined us. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, General Mosquito. Thank you.
Always melanin power, family. Always protect your melanin. And Joby, take them damn shades off.
Okay.
Your melanin needs to see the sun. Take them damn shades off.
Song by Black Frozen. Hope to see you in the next show that will be happening in a few minutes. And much love. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Tell Spikes to put the next show on, because people are not gonna find the other channel. Tell Spikes, I'll call Spikes.
Okay.
Okay, Katie.
This is
I don't know how good your red velvet cake tastes. It looks good, but it might be nasty, Katie.
What?
Your red velvet cake looks delicious, but it may be nasty.
No, it is delicious and it is very good. I wish I had a chance to make one for you.
Yeah, but sometimes things look delicious and they don't taste delicious. Much love, family.
Much love, Kwaheri.
Go ahead.
Hey. Yo. One in the streets, but for the hood, I got emotions.
My new song is Champion by the one Joby playing. That's my new jam.
I got emotions. One in the street, but for the hood, I got emotions. Nigga, you tryna do suicide. You got emotions.